Hi, Christopher. How are you?
Hello, hello.
Yeah. Hello,
What's up?
Tony. Can you show your picture?
Um, yeah.
Your head. Yeah.
Hello.
Hi, Tony. How are you?
What's
Hi.
up?
Okay. So today actually will be the last day for me to teach you. Okay. And
Okay.
after that, because your arrangement with the Ophidia's program is also ended, right? So whether you will actually continue to take the course, I will actually transfer the teaching job to Christopher. Okay, so Christopher is right here, and Christopher actually is a high school junior student, same as Ophidia. And this program originally set up is for the high school student to teach you, right? So he's with the Ophidia's program. So he's in charge of this Python teaching, and he's a data science club in Washington High School at here at Fremont, and he also participate maybe 5 times of the hackathon competition, and he won 4 of them, and 3 times second place, 1 time fifth place, and he also actually uh, compete in USACO, USA Computing Olympia before, and he's in gold division right now. So he already learned many programming languages, so he's fine for teaching you. Okay. So today we are going back to chapter 4, and chapter 4 actually first thing is like here I send you 2 files, graphic.py and graphic.pdf. Okay.
Yeah.
So please download these 2 programs. So show your screen. I'll teach you how to download it. Okay.
I just. Okay.
Yeah, there is a certain place you need to put that. Okay.
Okay.
It's not something. The graphic.pdf is okay. That file you can put it anywhere. That actually doesn't matter. But the other one actually, this one is okay. But the other one actually have a special location need to be put. Okay. So this one is a graphic tool that you can use. Okay.
Okay.
So let's see. Okay, so here actually, let me bring up your WeChat. Okay. Let me see. So did you download the PDF file, Python
no.
file already? No, you need
Yeah.
that. Okay, that one actually more important than the PDF file. Can you download that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay, I'll show you where it should be put. Okay. And we need that for the chapter 4. If we don't have that, the chapter 4 won't work. Okay. So yeah, click that one.
So I have to. Is it a PY?
The PY file, yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so here actually, so let's click this one. Let me see actually. Okay, let me see. No, I mean actually save us. Okay. So the important thing is this file you need to download, and you need to go to your C drive. Okay. And we install it in Python, so you need to put it in Python. And either Python you have libs, so you put into the lib. And over here you have something called side packages. So put in side packages. Over here you actually just put it here. So save here actually is fine. On side package you save here will be fine. Okay. No, I'm sorry, not here. So here actually save here. Okay. So that one being stored. So it should be fine now. Okay. So let me actually quit it. Okay. Okay. So that actually is to store the graphic.py. So this PDF file is the user manual for that Python file. Okay. So for Christopher, right now, actually, what I have teach Tony is following the Janglera's course. Okay, and we finished chapter 3. So today we are on the chapter 4. So I'm trying my best to finish the chapter 4 today. And after that, if they continue, okay, I'm not sure whether they will continue or not, but If they do continue, so it depends on Tony and also Ophelia's agreement, okay? If they continue, then you will start from chapter 5. So chapter 5 will go back to string and list. So it's more data structure in chapter 5, okay? And I'll actually give you these PDF files, slides file. So chapter 5 go back to the sequence, string, list, and file. So it go back to data structure. It's no longer related to the graphics. So today, chapter 4, we go over the graphics slightly, and then we will actually try to finish the chapter. Is that okay so far?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so let's get started, okay? So chapter 4, we have object and graphs, okay? So this chapter, actually, we start to understand what is object, okay? So far, the previous three chapters, we give you a very short introduction of Python is. And then today, we are starting to teach you what is object, okay? And we will learn what is object and what is the use of the object, okay? And we also use the graphic interface to teach it, okay? So we'll teach you how to create object in programs and use appropriate method to perform graphic computation. So to understand fundamental concept of computer graphics, okay, including the coordinate system and the coordinate transformations, okay, these are very important. And then to understand how to work both with mouse and text-based input. So basically, this course teach you the fundamental of the computer science. And the first 4 chapter just go through the Python briefly, very quick, okay? So you will need to have the graphic library. So that's why we need to download that, okay? So overview. Every data type can be represented as a set of value, and each has a set of associated operations. So here we talk about Python. So Python actually has the data value. So you have an integer and it can store with 3, but there are some operations such as plus, minus, times, and you may also have you have a function called a string function. You can convert a number to a string. So these are the so-called object view for the data, okay? And not every language is like Python that has object view, but Python is a pure object-oriented programming language. So everything in Python is a object, okay? So here we are going to talk about traditional view of programming and also talking about what is object-oriented programming, okay? So modern computers are built of object-oriented approach, and Python is one of it, okay? C language is not. And C++ is also object-oriented programming, but it's quite primitive, okay? So Python is a very good example of using objects, okay? And we have a graphic.py file, and we downloaded it already, and it's based on tkinter, okay? tkinter is TCL package, and it is used for many programming language in GUI design, and it is actually a little bit old, okay, it's a little bit old, but it's very popular. Many languages has it, even C++ language has it, okay? So first thing is the object of objects, okay? So basically we need to know about what is object, and so let's bring up the idle, okay? Let's bring up the idle. And Christopher also guide his friends, teach his friend in their data science club for Python before. So he actually, and he also teach a student in East Coast for Python. So he has many teaching experience as well, okay? So here let's do A equals 3, right? And we can do print type of A, okay, type of A. So type of A, you will get class integer. So this one show you actually A is an object, and A is an integer type object, and class is a template for creating object. So here, one important thing is to know what is class and what is object, okay? So class coming from the word, the so-called classification, right? You try to classify the data, and so basically you try to classify the data, okay? And basically the data can be classified to many different ways. So you can classify as a number, and then as a student, right? As a person. So basically every data has its own type. So you can consider class is a data type. Is that okay?
Okay.
So integer is a type of the object. Okay. So we have A that's available. So A itself is an object. It's a one kind of the number. Okay. It's called integer. So A is an object. So what this is actually, class is actually is a blueprint. An object is a house. So you go to a certain residential area, you try to look at the houses, right? So there are some street, right? Okay, here you may have a house, and that house may be built by model A, right? And then here we have another house. That house is built by model B, right? And here on the other side of the street, it has another house that's also model A. So the model A, model B, different design of the class. So here, this one may be 3-bedroom, 2 baths, okay? This one actually also 3-bedroom, 2 baths. And this model B may be 4-bedroom, 1 bath, okay, whatever. So house itself is an object, okay? And the model A actually is a class. Is that okay?
Yes.
So we use the class to build different objects, okay? And many objects, many houses, they may be of the same data type. Say here we have A, that's an integer. B equals 4, and we do print type of B. B actually is also of the class integer type, okay? So that's that. And then let's go back to our slides, okay? So here give you a very brief idea of what is object and what is class, okay? So when we talk about object, it's really represent the data itself, okay? So objects or data, you can have name, ID, course taken, campus, you can have home address, you can have GPA, different data, okay? And different data, you can actually try to put them into different types. So name can be a string, right? ID can be an integer, right? Course taken can be a string, a list of strings, because you may take multiple courses. Campus address can be a string. Home address can be a string. GPA can be a 14-point number. Is that okay?
Okay.
So last time I may have already talked about the integer is actually the whole number, right? 14 point is fractional number. Is that okay? The real number. So we talked about this already. Okay. So the object of objects, the student object should respond to requests. We may want to send out campus-wise email. Okay, so we need to have a so-called address for each student. So we need to have a function that's called print campus address. Okay, campus address. So object may refer to other objects. Each course might be represented by an object. Instructor, student roster, prerequisite course, when and where the class meets. Okay, so these are different data that each course may have. Okay. Okay, and then we may have operation. So you can add student to the class, delete student to the class, change the classroom. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so we have object, and each object may have property and a method. So properties such as data, you can have a integer. I'm sorry, the property actually are the method. So a class is actually a method. Okay. And also a classroom, change classroom, those are properties. So the property, I'm sorry, actually these are the attributes. So property actually is like your name, right? Or the teacher's name. So let's see. So we go back to the, here actually class. So as student, you can have instructor, right? So instructor itself is a property for class, right? Student roster actually is also a class information. So these are the properties. These are property for the class, okay? And the so-called operation would be this add student, delete student, and change room. So basically what it is actually is the object, the core is data, okay? And the data actually are these properties. So say you have a course, you have course information. So course information, you may have a instructor, you may have a course name, you may have differences. Is that okay?
Okay.
And then you may have different methods associated with it. So these are the core data. And the methods is actually a wrapping stuff. So you will have a student, you may have delete student. So these are something used to maintain your data. Is that okay?
Okay.
So methods are something to maintain your data. So what happened is like you have a object and you actually have some property, okay? And those properties are the core of the data. So basically object-oriented programming is data-centric. So we write a program based on the data, and then we try to maintain the data. So what this really means is, let's look at an example, okay? So you can define something called class, okay? So here let's do a class called rectangle, okay? And define actually init, okay? So define a function called init. And here we do have self, okay? We have W and actually H. Okay, so we do self that width equals W, okay? Self that height for H, okay? Then we can have define get width, and we will return W self that width. Okay, we can do define get height. So these are functions. I talked about it already, right? Is that okay?
Yes.
You know about the function, right? Okay, so these are two functions. So the data for this class rectangle is some data like this, right? So you will have the width, you will have height. Okay, so basically you can have get width, get height. Okay, these are actually getting the data from your class rectangle. Okay, is that okay?
Okay.
And you can also change the data. So these two data, we call it getters. Okay, and I put a sharp means this part is ignored. These are comments. Is that okay?
Okay.
So here we can also do get set width, and we can actually do self dot width equals W. Okay. We can also have set height. Then we have also can have get area. Okay, and get area we will return self dot width times height. Self dot height. Okay. Here we can have reprint for this data. Okay. So basically, we will actually return, actually do percentage error. Let's do 3.2 3.2. I haven't teach this one, but actually, it's only for printing format. Okay. So later, I think Christopher will teach you a little bit of this. Okay, if you continue. Okay, anyway, so we got this one done. Okay, so that's actually the rectangle class. So what this class is actually is a template. Okay, we create a template. So when we do this, we do actually a equals rectangle of 3 and 4. Okay, and then let's actually do let's do W equals a dot get width. Wait, how comes your mom is calling? We are in class, okay? It doesn't make sense, right?
Okay.
Tell her I cannot take her call. Thank her, okay? But actually, I cannot take her call in the class. Okay, so we have W and H. So we print now the rectangle percentage S has width percentage 0.2 F, okay, and the height of percentage 0.2 F, okay. So here we should have a percentage sign, and then we put AWH over here, okay. So these are done. And let's actually save this one to my example file, okay? So here you say that self not defined. Okay, I'm sorry. So here this one self not defined. Oh, okay, here I miss it. Okay, I put a T over there. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. So this one show you actually I have a rectangle, right? And rectangle actually is a class. So I use this one to create an object rectangle, and rectangle has a data of 3 and 4 over there. And if you need a data, you can actually get the data using the get width. You get the data. So these 3 and 4 are properties. And get width and get height are measures. Is that okay?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so that actually is fine. Okay. Okay, so this one is one example. So here actually you do see that it get high, set high. So that first one that's actually reached up to here. So now next one, let's do this one. A dot set width. Okay. So this one I actually set width to 5. Okay. And A dot set height. Let's set the height to 6. Okay. And then we do print it again, right?
Right.
So we put it again. So that actually maintain the data. So I told you that a class including the data. So data have two data, width and height. Okay. So this self just talking about that which width and which height. Myself width and height. Is that okay?
Yes.
So class is a rectangle, and class will create an object A. You may also create a B, right? So it say that we have the width and height. So this one has a width, this one has a height, and this one also has a width, and this one also has a height. This width and this height are different. These two are not equal, right? Just like you have a bank account class, right? And Eric, myself, and you have we have different account, right? So I have a balance of $0. You have balance of 1 million, right? So your money doesn't equals my money. Okay?
Yeah.
So this self that width actually means that whose width? A's width. Okay? So A's width. And whose height? Actually, this one will be B's height. Okay? So A's height and B's height will be different height. Same as the width. A's width and B's width are different. Okay? So that's why here you need the variable cell. It's talking about who? The object we are talking about. Is that okay? So here actually we are still using the same A, and then we actually set the width and height to 5 and 6. So now let's see what happened. So it changed to different value, right? Here we have the width and height, but that width and height actually getting from the older data. Is that okay?
Okay.
W and H is older data, right? But when we print A actually has the 5 and 6. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so that actually is how to use your property and your method. So far, any question?
No.
So this chapter is a little bit tougher than previous 3 chapters, but it will give you the basic idea of what is object, okay? So object-oriented programming, including the class as a template, okay? Then you will have class variable, you have method, you have object, you have instance variable, okay? So that actually is, so class variable belong to the class. Object actually is an instance. So instance variable belong to the object. So the what is actually means the class variable. Okay, let's look at class variable. So this class variable is what? We have rectangle. So here I actually can declare some variable called numbers. Okay, so number equals 0. But whenever we call the initialize, the init, we say the rectangles number actually equals rectangles numbers plus 1. Okay. And what can we actually, here we can actually do here, let's see. Here, let's do, okay, good enough. So here I can go over here, print rectangles num, okay. And over here, after this one, I say b equals rectangle of 10, and then I print rectangles num, okay. And then I have c equals rectangles 9 and 11, okay. Then print rectangles num. Okay, so here we have create A, B, C, 3 different objects, okay? So here you see the rectangle num will be increasing from 1 to 3. Yeah, okay?
Yeah.
So what does this mean? What does this mean? This num doesn't belong to the object, it belongs to the class. What it is actually, we have a class called rectangle, and under the rectangle there is a variable called num, right? And I create A, I create B, and I create C. When I create A, this one increase to 1. When I create B, increase to create C, increase to C. So the number of the rectangle is a shared property, and it belongs to the class. Is that okay?
Yeah.
And the width and height are individual data or private data, so they are not shared. So shared data, we put it into a class variable and put it over here. Non-shared data, we put it over here and we use a self.sensitive. Is that okay?
Okay.
So that's the difference between class variable and also the so-called instance variable. Okay, that's what we list down over here. Okay, so that would be the class variable and the instance variable. Okay. Okay, simple graphics programming. Okay, so simple graphic programming. This chapter uses the graphics.py library supplied with the supplemental materials. Two location choice. Okay, you can put into the live directly with other program. Okay, and then you can also put into your local. And I already put it under your directory. Is that okay?
Okay.
I put under your Python live site package. Remember that?
Yeah.
Okay. So, but that would be a better way of using it. Okay.
Okay.
That would be a better way. So when we try to create a graphic, you need to import graphic and then do win equals graphic that graph win. Okay. So let's just try this one. Okay. So this one we finish. So how about here? Let me save this one. Okay. Let me create a new one. Okay. And this new one, let's save as. So let's call it first window. So inside first window, I actually import graphics. Okay, it's called graphic.py, but when you import, you just do graphics. Okay, here I have win equals graphics that one moment. Okay, it's called graphic.win or something. Graphic win. Okay, graphic win. And here let's put a name of sample program. Okay. And here let's do this one. Here let's do win.get mouse. Okay, that's it. Okay, that's it. Let's try this one. Okay. So we will create a window and you will wait for me to click my mouse. Otherwise, if I don't have this win.get mouse, the program will be finished and you will be done. Okay. So I will need that. Yeah. So here I get a window, right?
Right.
Is that okay? I get a window and the name is called simple window. Is that okay? But it's actually too small, so I don't get the resize. I don't get something else. Is that okay?
Yeah.
And I do click, so you will finish, right? You will be done. So get mouse now being done. Okay, so let's try one more time. Okay, I click that, I will finish it. But here, if I click a mouse, and the program will be actually be finished. Okay, but you still need to click it. Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay, so that actually is a basic quick demos of the window. Okay, so now in order to do this one, I'm going to actually I told you this chapter is a little bit tougher than before, okay? And it give you a basic overview of the whole thing, okay? So here we have a graphic.py that would be a demonstration. So now let's actually do this one, okay? From graphic, we do this, okay? Copy the whole thing and actually right here. So that's the first window, okay? So here actually that's actually, okay, new a file and pass this one. And this one is save as, this one let's call it a second window. Okay, there's something wrong, okay? There's something wrong. So here, this one, we need to push it a little bit to the right, okay? So we have this, okay? So what happened here is that I define a function called main function. And I only run main function. So the program gets started over here. Come over here, it go to the main function and do it, okay? And then finish and come back. Is that okay?
Okay.
So here actually, you have defined function graph win my circle 100 100, okay, and then c equals circle point 50 50 10, okay, and then so this one actually create a circle and the circle located at 50 50. So why is that? That means that you have a window, right, and 50 50 is from here, the x is 50, okay, y is also 50, but 50 is over here. Is okay? So there's a point over here. This one is center of the circle. And then over here, it shows a 100 10 radius of 10 circle. Is okay? Is okay?
Yeah.
And the window size is 100 100. Is okay? Window size
Okay.
100. The name is called my circle. So right here, because we have a second window, so here let me actually change the name of this program as second window. Is that okay?
Yes.
And the window size 100 100, I don't like it, so here let me actually do 300 300. Okay. So here, because I put it 300 300, so here I can actually change the radius to 80. Okay. And then this one, let me try, because it's 300 by 300, so the center of the circle, I put it at 150 150. Okay. So this one create a circle, and that circle draw on the window. So window actually is some kind of a canvas, and the canvas name is called window. So basically, I create a circle, and circle draw on the canvas. Is that okay?
Yes.
And then we get mouse and close the window. Okay. So let's actually do this one. So here, and here we do from graphic import, okay? Because I do from graph import start, so here I do not need to write this one graphics start, okay? I don't need that. If I do the other way I showed you before, if I do import graphics, then I will need this, okay? But here I do from graphics import everything. This one we don't need that, okay? And that's the difference. There's a difference, okay? So here I do see this. Is that okay? Join the circle. Okay. Okay, so this one show a circle. Okay. And let's see here if I do. Okay, good. We will show it later. Okay. So here show you. So this one, the circle is a class. Graph win is also a class. Okay. So graph win create a graphical window, and circle is a circle data, and these two are two objects. And who designed these two objects? These two classes. Where are these two classes? You know? These two
I
classes
don't know.
are in the graphic.py file. These two functions are in the graphic.py file. So if we go back to the Python program, okay? So here I also have a graphic. So let me actually open it, okay? Okay, so this graphic.py is written by the professor, right? And here, if you do search, find, you do win graphic win. It is a class defined by the professor. Is that okay? Chandera, Professor Chandera. Is that okay?
Okay.
So it's a class that some people already write for you. Okay. So that's graphic win. So if you want to do circle, so somebody write it for you already. Is that okay?
Okay.
Any question?
No.
So that's the one we actually have. When you run it, you actually somebody already write it for you. Okay. So this whole graphic.py is something that some other people have done for you. Okay. So here I can also do this one. I can also do import rectangle. Is that okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So here actually I can use this the rectangle. So here I can do, I draw a circle, right? And right here I can actually do this. I can do r equals rectangle or 50, 100, 100, okay? And then I do a r image, okay, equals a rectangle. Okay, so here I would have two data. I should have a x equals 70, okay, y also equals 70, okay? And here actually I will create four data. So I would have 70, 70, okay, here I would have actually 70 plus r that get with and 70 plus, I'm sorry, this one I should put x and y, okay, and here I should put home. Okay, so I create 2 points, and this 2 point actually is, one point is called x, y, the other point is x plus the width and y plus the height. Is that okay?
Okay.
Yeah, so that will define a rectangle. Any question?
No.
So let's go back to our this one's here, okay? So they are objects, so you can create a point. Point is a point. So you can do what here, let's see. Here, let's see, there's a line, there's a circle, there's a rectangle, so you can create a rectangle, okay? You can create a rectangle. So that rectangle is by the class. So over here, we create a rectangle with this one. And then we do what? The set field. Let's try green color. Okay, and then we do r dot show go on the canvas window. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. Module object is not callable. Module. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry. Here I do import, right? So here, because I do import, here I must actually do rect.rect, okay? Because that's from rectangle .py, right? Rect.py. So that rect.py, if I do import, I need to do this, okay? If I do import, that actually copy from a rectangle. So here, don't have the attribute called set field. I'm sorry, let me go back, okay? So that object, I see who do set field. Okay, let me see. Some object set the interior of a given data. So what we want, what actually I make a mistake, okay? I made a mistake, set field to the wrong object, okay? So here, this one is not R, it should be R image, okay? Because R is my own design, R image is its design, so I should do this one, okay? Sorry for that. Is that okay?
Yes.
Yes. So that actually is that. So here, if I do change the XY to actually 15, okay? It will move a little bit, right?
Right.
So that's what we actually trying to do here, okay? So that's the day we're trying to do with this. So that's actually fine. And then let's go back to our slides, okay?
Okay.
So here we do have this one. So window.cross. So here we have a lot of things you need to remember, okay? So window.close, you will close the window. Window.get mouse, you will wait for you to click a mouse, okay? And then here we create a rectangle. So with this one, we create a window. Then we create a circle, right? Circle, you need to put the center point and the radius, okay? So you'll be center point, yes, okay? And then we create a rectangle. Rectangle, this one is from my own design, right? That's my own design. So I do import. Import means that, where do I get? I get it from where? I get it from my own file. So my own file is this one. Is that okay? So
Okay.
that's the rectangle we get here, okay? That's the
Okay.
rectangle we get here. So here I do import. So if I don't do import, I also do from rectangle, and I do import start, right? And this one I don't need this one. Is that okay?
Okay.
So let me actually explain the difference between import and from import. From import star. So from rectangle import star, that means that I'm merging the namespace. So if I have a program, that program called rect.py, right? There is an A, and here I have my own program. This one is the second window program, right? Okay. So basically, if here is an A, these two A are the same A. Is that okay?
Yes.
If I do from rect import star, it will be the same A. But if I just do import, no, the two are not the same. So here, because the two are not the same, so here if I want to do rect, right, I do need to say rect.rect. So it will be the rectangle. Which rectangle? The rectangle coming from rect.py. Is that okay?
Okay.
That would be the rectangle from the py. So if you do from import, that means merging the namespace. Merging the two namespace means the A you see here is the same as the A you see here. Is that okay?
Okay.
But if you do import and then rectangle, that means no merging. No merging space. Is that okay?
Yes.
So which one is safer? Import rectangle or from rectangle import star? Which one is safer?
Rectangle import.
From rectangle import star?
Yeah.
No, this one not safe. Why is that? Why merging the namespace is not safe? And import rec is safer. Why is that? Say, assume that you write a program that has an A variable. I also write a program that has A variable, and I use your program. And these two A may collide, have conflict, and they may be treated as a same variable. But we do not intend to have that. So there's a side effect. So from rec import star, unless that you really trust the rec.py, otherwise you import it, then you may merge in the two namespace, and you may change the variable unintentionally. Is that okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, if you do import rectangle, that actually is safer because you are merging. You are not merging the namespace. So your A from your own one and mine are different. So I actually need to do rec.a. That means the A from my rectangle class. You know what I'm saying? So the two data actually will be separate. Is that okay? In
Yes.
separate namespace. So that one actually would be safer. So here, let me put my sharp over here, okay? And usually I prefer to have this. So this one actually, we do rec.rec. So here, why don't we do graphic, also do import graphic? Why I don't do that? And here I need to do graphics that make it safer. The problem is actually, we really don't have this different graphic or circle, right? So I actually can just use them when I import from other people's design, okay? Otherwise, every time I need to actually write the name graphic win, graphic.circle, graphic.rectangle. It wastes me a lot of time. Is that okay?
Okay.
So these two ways of importing programs from other people are different, and they both have their own advantage, okay? So let's
Okay.
continue that we actually finish that portion, okay? So here we finish this one. So we create a window, yes. Then we can close the window, okay? Window close, we know. Run graphics, import star, I talked about it already, okay? Import star means import everything, and you will merge the namespace of the graphic.py and my own second window.py program. The two programs will have the same namespace. When I say there is a same namespace, means that the data are shared and each one will collide with each other, okay? And actually, yeah, that's okay. So a graphic window is a collection of points called pixels. And the default graphic window is 200 pixel tall and 200 pixel wide, okay? So that's a default one if you do not specify the number, okay? So specify the number means that graphic win, here are two numbers. So basically it's a title string, right? And width and height, is that okay?
Okay.
Graphic window has two parameters, so it's graphic width and width and height, okay? Okay, and then you create a point and then point, you can get X and get Y, okay?
Okay.
And then here we have a, you can create and practice this one, okay? You can practice this one. So we can do some practice here, okay? So basically what you can do over here would be, if you don't write a program, that actually also fine. You can practice it by doing here. You can do from graphics or start. Let's do canvas, C or canvas, force, graph, win, test. So that will give you default 400, 400. Yeah, 100, 100. Is that okay?
Okay.
And then we do canvas that close. And that will be closed. Is that okay?
Okay.
So that means that you can use the idle environment to actually test it. And here we have several different functions that you can test. Okay, so over here, I do not require you to do it. We may do it later with you, okay? So there's a constructor. Constructor means that used to build your data, okay? So you have the point, line, circle, rectangle, polygon, entry, image, object. So there are quite many objects. The first thing you need to know is the constructor. What is a constructor? Constructor is when we have rectangle.py, right? We have that rect.py, the one that I wrote. This init function is actually called constructor. So it actually is initialization of data. That's called constructor. Is that okay?
Yes.
So we build a rectangle by calling this rect34. Rect34 is actually calling this function here. Is that okay?
Yes.
Yeah. So you pass the 3 and 4 to there, and you set up your width and height. Okay. So this chapter really is a little bit tougher than usual. Okay, so it's a little bit tougher. So now we have a constructor, and use the constructor, you can build a object. Okay, and here the object can be graphic win, can be a circle, can be a point. Okay, so there are different objects we will build using the constructor. And after constructor, there are a few parameters. So in our rectangle case, you be width and height. Okay. Okay, so you have a variable and there's a name. So name is like A pointing to a object, a rectangle object. Okay, so here we have two variables. One variable is called corner. The other one is called corner 2. Is that okay?
Yes.
They pointing to 2 points, and these 2 points are actually 2 separate points of the same value. Is that okay?
Yes.
It's not 1 point. It's actually 2 points with separate value. Okay. So you can create a point 20, 50, and you can get X, get Y. That will give you the X and Y. Is that okay?
Yes.
So point is a class in graphic.py you can use. Okay, so you need to draw a circle, and you put circle, a point, and radius of 30. And then that creates a circle, right? And that circle you can draw on the canvas. The canvas is window. Okay? Any question here?
No.
No? Continue, okay? But sometimes you can actually create a point shared by two reference that we call it alias. So what is alias? Well, alias is like you have a string like this, right? So this one say this one's A string, this one's B string. So here it's at the corner of this one, H3 and B3 over here, we have a house, right? So this house may be on H3 is number 10, H3, right? On the B3 may call it 2000 B3, right? So this 2000 bit tree and 10 tree, these two are considered to be alias. They pointing to the same house. Is that okay?
Okay.
Is that okay? So
Okay.
here, if we have another house of the same data over here, same model here, and it may be H3 and actually 20 H3. That is actually 2 copies. We call it clone. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So copy, clone, it actually has separate copy. It's a different house, different ages. Okay. Alias is same house, different ages. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Just like your name is Tony, right? But you also have another name called what? The other name is Uke, right?
Right.
That's your alias. So Tony and Uke actually are 2 different alias. They are same person but 2 different alias. Is that okay?
Yes.
And then we can use a graphic object. So they are graphic wing, point, circle, oval, line, text, and rectangle. So far we use the graphic wing, point, circle, and the rectangle. Okay. Oval, line, text, we will talk about it later. Okay. So each object is an instance of some class, and we know graphic wing class. Okay, rectangle class. We know about the circle class, and the rect class and the rectangle class actually are 2 different classes. Rect class is designed by me, right? It's only holding the data. Rectangle class is designed by graphic.py guy, right? The John Darrow guy. And the rectangle class actually is a join object. Is that okay? And mine is only a data. So there is 2 different classes. So that's called, we can actually use the graphic object, okay? So they're using the constructor, okay? So we can create a point with data of 50, 60, okay? And we can use a method. Method means that here we have a point and we can get x, get y. So the get x, get y is a instance variable, right? So far we actually talk about 3 possible variable, kind of the functions, okay? There's one kind of function not associated with any object, okay? That's called normal function. These are something like define function square, that actually is a function not related to any object. Is that okay? And then we can have a function that's associated with object, such as get x, get y, get radius, get windows, set radius, set windows, set width, set height. Is that okay?
Yes.
Those are methods related to the object. So sometimes some function related to object, sometimes they are not. Okay, and they are third type. Third type of the function is the class function. Okay, they are possible that they have class function as well. Okay, so and we have a function called move. Okay, move. So how about this? Let's actually try this move xy. Okay, so it will move dx dy. Okay, so let's try this one. So let me actually go back to my design over here. So here I get mouse for the first time. Okay, and then after that I say my R image. I move how much? 100. 100 is okay.
Yes.
And then I do my R image. Show win. After that I get mouse again. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So this one is actually save and let's run it. Okay.
Okay.
So originally like this, right? And I click my mouse and it move. Is that okay? I click my mouse and it move.
Yeah.
Any question?
No.
Here there are some error. Okay, I know, but I mean, okay, I think the previous object need to be actually be deleted. Okay, somehow need to be deleted and redraw again. And redraw again. Okay, anyway, that actually is a drawing function. So here we create that and draw. Okay, and we can create a graphic wind, and the graphic wind to draw a circle, and circle has a center point called point. So that's the relationship of the data. Okay. Let me see, we are over here. So here we have a graphic window. Graphic window is an object, okay? And the name of the graphic window is win. And there's a circle called CIRC, okay? And there's a point as a center point for the circle, okay? And then we can set color, set outline, and then we can move the data, okay? And these are operations on the circle. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's here. Okay, we have this different one. Okay, so how about we are in the middle of the class and we are late by 10 minutes because of the waiting. So here, can we have a 5 minutes break? And we'll
Yeah.
come back. How about we come back at, I'm sorry, let's come back at 11:20. Is that okay?
Okay.
9-minute break, okay? And we will start a new topic of future value. Is that okay? It's a different drawing, so here more difficulty coming. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So first part, the easy graphics portion, we finished. Okay. Now we are going to case study. Okay.
Okay.
First half we talk about what is graphic, right? Second half we are going to do a case study of a real problem. Okay, we call this future value. So let's get started for this future value. It's actually related to a interest and principal value when you save money in the bank. Okay, so basically you this program is to save the money in your bank. Okay, so let's copy this one from my slides. Okay, so because I don't want to type again, but I also don't want to just show you the example program. So I actually try to create a new one. Okay, so just put this way. Okay, so this one is saved as this one is called future value 1. Okay, so this future value. Okay, I'm sorry. Actually, I put a 1, but that's okay. So this is a file name called future value. Okay, and it's actually a program from chapter 2. Okay, so that's the value of chapter 2. Let me actually put it this way. Okay. So this program can be used as a model program. So here we have the main function, and the main function right here, it actually do calculation for future value. Okay, so you ask for a principal value. Principal value is your saving, right? You save how much money in the bank, and then every year you compound the interest. Okay, so the APR is the interest appreciation. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it can be 1.1, it can be 1.2. Okay, you can have some percentage. Okay, so I think 0.1 is 10%, 0.05 would be 5%. Is that okay? So I copy from my slides, and you can see that the double quote mark is different. So the double quote mark I copy from PowerPoint is not a valid one. So I change it to the normal double quote size. Okay. Other than that, the text from my progress. Okay, and I redo the alignment. Is that okay? I also redo the alignment. So let's see. Let's run it. Okay. So you ask for a principal value. So let's do $1,000. Is that okay? Every year, 0.2, 20% gain. Is that okay? So after 10 years, the original $1,000, you will grow to 6,000 something. So you over the 10 year, if you do 20% gain every year, you will actually end up to have 6 times the value you had 10 years ago. Is that okay?
Okay.
So that one is future value. Basically, you ask for some data, right? And you read the data to principal, okay? This eval will convert a string type to a integer type or a floating type, okay? And then you do 10 times. Every time you do, your principal equals the previous principal times 1 plus the appreciation. So appreciation is a fractional number. So here it will be 1.2. So every time it increase by 20%. Is that okay? For
Yeah.
every year. Is that okay? So that's
Okay.
feature value 1. So then we want to do a feature value graphic version. Okay. So we want to do graphic version. So let me just copy the graphic version over. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Instead of typing it, it takes a long time. So let me just copy this one to a graphic version. So here, let me create a new file and I pass the graphic version over here. And I also copy from here. Okay, because I don't want to retype it. It takes a long time and you don't learn too much there. Okay, so let me actually put it this way. So there is also a main program. Okay, and the last part you close the program. That part is okay. And then let's get started. Your main program you do from graphic import star that we know. Okay, and you get the principal and your appreciation value that we know. This one we show it in previous function. And then we create a window, and the window would be the investment growth chart. So it will be 320 pixel white, 240 width. Okay, background set to white color, and we do text point. So text point is creating the text. What is the text? It actually, if you have a window, the window right now is 320 width, 240 height, right? And where you do a point 2180. 2180 is 180 is over here, 20 is over here. At this point, you write a text called 2.5K. And then at the 2130 is over here, you put 5.0K. So actually it's a markers for the money you have. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So this one create a text, and that text join on canvas. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So text is pretty simple. A text, actually you put the text and put a point and then the label. Is that okay? Label over here. So that portion is okay. And then you calculate your principal height value and create a bar. Okay. A bar is a vertical. So you print the bar at a certain location. So 230 minus height is actually you will get the amount of data. Okay, why you minus height? Because your principal value grow like this, right? But your height actually should be, if you grow, the height would be actually smaller. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you set the bar to be green, set the width to be 2, okay? And you will draw bar, and then actually here you have, then you draw from 1 to 11. So actually it should be 1 to 10. So doing 10 times, every time you calculate a new principal value, and then you print out the point in green color, okay? So here, let's do this one, okay? So initial value, let's also do 1000, okay? Rate, let's do 0.2. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. and hit enter to quit window. Hit enter to quit window. Okay. Hit enter to quit window. Is that okay? So let's look at it. Where is the window? It actually input. So you wait for you to hit enter. Is that okay?
Yeah.
The input actually should be enter. Then it will quit the window. Okay. So that's the future value. So we will get something like this. Okay. So here, let's see. Here we actually have this one, graph window. Okay. And that's actually save us. So let's save us the future graphic window graph version. Let's put the number 2 version. Okay. Number 2 version, let's do, because the graph is too small. So let's do 640, 480. Okay. So every number is shown here, that's double, right? Theoretically, it should work, right? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, I double everything. Okay, I double everything. Okay?
Yeah.
I just do simple things. I double everything. So you every x double, every y double. Okay, it actually work. Okay, I don't need to actually worry about the coordination. Okay, so basically this one work for me. And then let's change the color. So here we have different color name. Okay, so Python allow you to do different color. So let's see. Every color you have a few possible things. First, you can have the color name. So color name, you have steel blue, you have deep sky blue, you have royal blue. Let's try the steel blue. See if it is taken. Okay. So here I have green. Let me actually do steel blue. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
It changed to steel blue. Okay. So here, as for the colors, I don't go to every color, right? So actually, we don't go to every color. So for the color, actually, please study this color table for Python. Is that okay?
Yes.
And then we have another one called we can do set coordinate. Okay. So far the kind of the coordinate we have will be 0, 0 over here, a left button, right button here. Okay. So actually you do 0, 0 and 320, 240 over here. So actually it's not easy to use because what? Because we really like to have the coordinate more like our x and y here, right? Right now we are using x and y deep over here, right?
Right.
This is the current one we are using, but we can do set coordinate to convert it to the normal xy type of coordinate. Okay, any question?
No.
So that's a set coordinate. Okay, and then we can do iterative, so you can get some data. Okay, so you can get mouse click. Get mouse click. When I talk about it, you will keep able to get mouse click. But when you do get mouse click, you can do, you get a point. Get mouse assigned to a P that will be a point, and then you can show you where are the X and Y. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So let's do this one. Okay. Okay, copy this one. Okay. So this program I call it play mouse. Okay. Okay, so here it has some problem. Let me see. It doesn't actually change line, but it's okay. I'm going to convert it. Okay, don't worry. There are actually 4 lines. Okay. So there's a play mouse. Let's do this one. Okay, let's run it. So here we have a window, and let me make this Python window to be smaller. Okay. So here, if we click it, you actually get some data. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the so-called get mouse. So get mouse, if you don't have assigned to P, the data will be thrown away. So you will be of no use. Is that okay? But if you do assign, it actually is a graphic Windows point. So you can get the get X and get Y using the point. Is that okay?
Yes.
So get mouse will return a point, okay, a point data type. So that we had that, okay, we finished that triangle. Now this one, we would like to draw triangle, okay. So let's do this one. I actually copy this one, okay. You will click and draw 3 triangle, okay.
Okay.
Okay. And then here, let's do this one. Okay, good. We have this main program, okay? We set coordinate. So this coordinate means what? Means you are going to set your program to be like this. 0, 0, and then here this one is 10, 10. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. So coordinate being changed to here, okay? So you get mouse, get mouse, get mouse, and then you create a polygon of 3 points. So it's a triangle. Is that okay?
Yes.
And you draw that triangle, and then you click anywhere to quit. So that's actually try this one, okay? Okay, so here, this one, so it clicks 3 points. So 1, 2, 3. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, this program, you get mouse, get a point, get mouse, get 2 points, get mouse, get 3 points, and you draw that 3 points, right? You draw that 3 points, and you use that 3 points to create a triangle. And to create a triangle, you put the number of points. If you have 3 points, you will be triangle. You have 4 points, you will be a quadrilateral. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, that actually is how to create triangles. Okay. So get mouse click, get so you get different mouse click. Okay. Then you can also handle the text input. Okay. So sometimes you need to input some data to your program, right? So you need to get text. So get text itself actually is printing the text label, right? It's printing the text table. So that actually is some label. But sometimes you need to get some data as its input, right? So if you need the data as input, we actually have this one. So that's actually copy this one called convert GUI.pw. This one copy here, okay. Let's create a new file, put it over here, okay. And then actually copy this one, okay. So as you can see, whatever program I put on my slides mostly are useful, okay. So this one we have big program, right? We have the main program window. We will actually do Celsius to Fahrenheit conversion, right? So we say that there's a Celsius temperature, there's a Fahrenheit temperature. So you actually do get an entry. So this entry will export data. Text is a label. Entry is getting data. Is that okay?
Yeah.
And then you draw the text and set a text, and you do draw. Now we draw this entry. Draw the entry. And then you have the output. So here this name called input is no good because we already have the function name called input. So this one actually will override the input function. So it actually is not good, okay? And this show you when people actually use the function name in the wrong way. Sometimes you may override your input function, okay? So that's that. And then we have output, okay? And we have button, okay? And then we have rectangle. Okay, we draw a rectangle. Get mouse and then set text. So let's run it, okay?
Okay.
Let's run it and see how it works. Okay, so this one called GUI, this one called convert. This one called convert underline GUI. Okay. So let's call it convert underline GUI. Okay, something like this. Okay, so let's compare the program with this. Okay. So basically here you have an entry. Okay. I'm sorry, I need to get the window back. Okay, so window is over here. So this line set up the Celsius converter here, okay? And the coordinate being changed to the normal XY system, okay? So in 1.3, you print now Celsius temperature, so the label being printed over there. Where is it? Let me close this one, okay? I think I lost the window. Okay, let me run again. I think I lost the window already. Okay, let me run again. Okay, sorry for that. Okay, so let me actually put it on this side. So here we actually at 1 and 3. Totally is 4, so 3 is over here. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So 1 and 3, 3 is the depth. You print out your so 1 and 3 will be because the coordinate being changed, and here you have the 4. Here you have, I'm sorry, here actually is 3. The width is 3, height is actually 4. Here this point is 0. So you actually on 1 and 3 over here, you print out this label, okay? 1 and 1, you print out this label. Okay, and you set your entry at 23 point. 23 point is over here. Okay, that's this entry. And set 00. So set 00 is a default value. Okay, that's a default value. And then you set the output at 2222. I think it's over here. Okay, it's over here. And there's a convert. Okay, so basically after that here we can actually input say 37 degree C, right? 77 degrees C. And then you will get text. Get text will be here, okay? And then when you click convert, when you do click convert, so there's a button say quit. there is a button say convert. I think there's a button say convert. Wait, okay. There's a button here called convert, right? So convert that draw. So basically, if you get the mouse click, so convert, you will convert it to the Fahrenheit temperature. Is that okay?
Yeah.
98.6. So the value is actually not good. Okay. The value is not good because your Fahrenheit has too many digits. So this one, how about this one? Actually, let's do. Let's try this one, okay? Quit, okay, wrong again. So here, let me put in 37 again. Convert it. So it's 98.60. Is that okay? Because I limited the number of fractional digits to 2. I will save it, right? Previous example, when I run it, actually, it doesn't have the limit of the thing. So here, this one, I put percentage A.2F, really mean totally A digit, okay? So this is a decimal point. After decimal point, 2 digit. And before that, that would be 5 digit. So 5 digit plus a decimal point plus 2 after the decimal point, totally A digit. So this is with A digit point, 2 digit after decimal point. Is that okay?
Yeah.
F means floating point data. Okay. Any question up to here?
No.
Okay, so that's that. That's the text input. Okay. So you handle the text input. So we actually finish the chapter 4, and you need to do the exercise. There are some graphic problems. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we are not done yet. We actually almost done. We finished the coursework. But now it's your turn for you to practice the graphic part. Is that okay? You show your screen. You show your screen.
Okay.
Bring up your idle. So the first assignment that I have for you, can you draw a Mickey Mouse for me? So what is a Mickey Mouse? Mickey Mouse is a big circle with 2 small circles. Avatar, right? Can you try that?
Okay.
That's how I call it Mickey Mouse project. So basically, you need to create a window, okay? And then draw circle here, draw circle here, draw circle here, okay? So you need to find a center point, and set field with the same color and draw it. Is that okay? So I'm just watching you. You work on it. Is that okay?
Okay.
And you may need to use the PDF file, because the PDF file give you the manual for how to do the graphics. Is that okay?
Okay.
Yeah, you bring up your idle.
All right.
Yeah. And then you need to actually create a new file. Yeah. And if you don't know how to create a window file, you can copy from the simple example that you have on the PDF file. Remember that? The first time I copied from there, I think you just do copy, it will be easier. Is that okay?
Okay.
The PDF file, you get your PDF file. The graphic.pdf you download, right? Yeah, that simple program, you just copy it over. Is that okay? That simple file in the middle, you just copy it over. You can type or you can use copy. I think it's fine. You got an example, right? Copy that. So our purpose, no, the whole file. From graphic, you also need that, right? From graphic, you also need that. Hey, from graphic, yeah. And Mickey Mouse is 3 circles. So here you already get 1 circle. But the size you may want to adjust, okay? Window of 100 is too small. Use a tab, yeah, tap it. No, type tab, yeah. Change line, tab, yes. One more. Yeah, and then you change the size. Don't do 100, that window is too small. So how about maybe 640, 480? That would be better, okay? Not too big, not too small.
400?
640, 480.
Pardon, please.
640, 480. 640, 480. 640. 640. And here 480. Yeah, good. Now you have 1 point, 1 circle. You can run for first time and then adjust second time. Okay. Go. You need to save the program to somewhere.
Is it like chapter 4?
Yeah, chapter 4, yes. So we create a chapter 4 directory, yes. Yeah, I must have you to actually, what's that? What is this?
Yeah.
No, you create a new folder, yes. And type chapter 4, yes. Capital actually. Yeah, it's okay. You adjust later. Okay, this one actually is Mickey, okay? Yeah, okay, go. And then run it, okay? Yeah, that actually is a small, tiny dot. It's okay, we draw bigger, okay? First thing is like set field first. Actually, after the circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, after you create a circle. After you create a circle, you circle create, yeah. No, after create a circle. You don't have circle, how can you set a field, right? Click return. C that set field. Lowercase set, uppercase field. FIL, uppercase F. Yes. FILL. One more. You need to have a color. Double quote. I'm sorry. Parenthesis. Yeah, double quote. Color name. So steel blue. Steel blue is C, right? STELL. Steel is like iron, right? The steel blue, yes. Okay. Wrong. Wrongs to see your color. Wrong module. Save, yes. Yeah, that's okay, right? So now you said you're try to print on it. So here now let's print on it. Your Mickey Mouse should be here. You have 640, right? Here you have roughly 480, right? So you really want to have a circle like this and a circle here and a circle here. So what's the center here and what's the center here? So the radius maybe 200 maybe. The radius for this one maybe 80. Try. Is that okay? Yeah. So you need to have a circle 1, create circle 1, circle 2, circle 3. Go. A circle 1 is not the one. This one need to be changed already. C need to be changed.
So this is
change the data. Where is this point? So if you want to draw this one, where is this point? Yeah, where is that point? It probably is somewhere here, right? Total is 640. How much this one is?
Like about 200.
About 200, yeah. So you put 200, 200 maybe, okay. And draw that one. Draw that one, yes, draw. Yeah, a little bit too big by 80, right? So you may change to 40. Yeah, because 80 is the diameter, right? Yeah, good, okay. Before we make adjustment, please copy the C for another circle. Copy the whole C for another circle. Yeah, don't open the line. That line actually should delete the empty line. Copy the whole thing. Whole thing means what?
Oh,
This line, delete it. Delete the empty line. Copy the 3 line with the C. Yeah. Paste. Yeah, over there. Yeah. Okay, change the C to C1 or C2. C2 maybe. C2.
C2.
C2, yeah, C2. And change the location 200, 200. So here maybe 400, 200. Yeah, just try. The first one will no. 400, 200. Your ear is the same depth. Wrong. Wrong. Just wrong. See where is your ear. Yeah. Now, make your face. Copy again. Paste. Yeah. So here, C3. So C3, where it should be your face. So face may be 200 radius, right? Radius could be 200. And then your point, where is your point? Yeah, I said your value. I don't
like
tell you.
the middle.
Okay? Yeah, in middle.
So
middle is what?
320.
Yeah, 320. Yeah, go. And how deep it is?
300.
Three quarter. Yeah.
Okay.
300. Whatever you try. You try, and you never be perfect because you still need to tune it, right? Too big. Okay, of course, too big. So 100 maybe okay. Yeah, wrong it. Maybe too small. We don't know. Yeah. Now it's your job to make them together to make a Mickey Mouse. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So I don't tell you. It's up to you. You adjust it. Okay. Yeah, but the circle maybe need to be closer.
Okay.
Need to touch the Mickey, right? I think your circle is too far apart. Yeah, circle move a little bit. Left one a little bit right one a little bit left. Yeah. That one minus 15. Yes, go. Good enough?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's actually you have enough practice. Is that okay for this time today?
Yeah.
Yeah. You should practice more and work on the homework, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Any question?
No.
No, after this, actually, I will have Christopher to work with you, okay? And then he will lead you from chapter 5. And I don't know how many sessions actually Ophelia want to do, okay? So we need to negotiate with Ophelia first. And then I'll have Christopher to discuss with you or your mom. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. But thank you, okay? I had fun to have this course with you so far, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.